film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, fams and crew, creeps and peeps, to a small haul video. This is a couple of things I've ordered over the past couple of days. It's going to be 2 parts. I'm still waiting for something to come, so I'll tack that on at the end of the video. But I'm going to start it off with, I ordered the new Thrice CD. This is Thrice Horizons/West. I guess a couple of years ago they did an album called Horizons/East, which I believe is the one that I ordered. It should be on the way here. So this one just came out this year. This is 2025. I forget when the other one came out. But we'll talk about that when I get it. But since this one came out, I finally ordered it. So I went through and ordered the other one too, because I want to listen to the other one first before I listen to this. Then I got these in. This is the FRIGHT RAGS 2026 calendar, collectible calendar. It's just got, obviously, images from movies. It's got trivia dates like Rob Zombie's birthday, From Dusk Till Dawn open, Joe Bobby Briggs' birthday. I thought this one was interesting. Those of you that know me, know my writings, know my work, which is none of you out there, know that June 17th actually has a lot of importance in my life, and that turned out to be Lucio Fulci's birthday. And that's obviously who I named my dog after. PJ Souls' birthday. Maybe we'll do an in-depth look at all this in its own video. Let's see, let's go down to October. Let's go see what's going on my birthday. Anything cool? Oh, look at that. Nothing important on my birthday. Although Halloween 5 opened up the day before. Pretty neat. From FRIGHT RAGS. I like buying most of their stuff. But of course, I ordered 4 copies. So I'm going to probably shrink wrap these and sell these in my vendor case. Keep one for myself. And then along with the other FRIGHT RAGS stuff. So whenever I've been doing orders, as we know, they do those trading card sets. You know, they'll do like the big wax packs in a big box, and they'll do like a complete base set in a little box. We've seen those on the channel before. But every time I do an order, I always get these little cards inserted. So this is from Friday the 13th 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Just FRIGHT Film Facts. The 13th, actor VC Dupree threw real punches at Jason following Kane Hodder's insistence. So it's just little images of cards, little trivias. This one from Carrie. Sissy Spacek slept in a Bloodsoaked costume for 3 days to stay in character and keep continuity. Shelley, this had better not be another one of your jokes. Friday 33, the only film in the series in which no character says Jason's name. Interesting. So there's these interesting little factoid cards. You know, I always wonder kind of what they came from, but I guess they came from these. They just did a reissue of all these. These are Series 1 FRIGHT Facts 10 Horror Trivia Cards. So there's 12 different series. They sell these for $6 a pack, 10 cards each. So of course, I got 2 packs of each set. So I'll probably I'm going to keep one sealed, and I'll do a video opening up these at some point. So pretty much all the same as far as it's just the color patterns are different. Series 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So as I said, eventually I'll open these all up, 1 pack of each, keep the other 1 closed pack for the archive. I'll take a look at those one day. I keep all these, all the ones. I've got a lot of the same ones over and over again, but I always wondered what they were, what they came from. So I guess they did them years before I really got into buying a bunch of FRIGHT RAGS stuff. But they just did a repressing of those. And then I did an order from Future Video. First thing is Camp Blood Christmas on Blu-ray. Abandon All Ho Ho Hope. 2025, 70 minutes, unrated horror comedy. So it continues my Camp Blood collection. That's like, what, 13, 14 movies now in the Camp Blood collection. So, and then also got Camp Blood Christmas on VHS. I just got to double check these backs, make sure there's nothing, there's a little booty on there. But this one is the red cassette with the green top, and most of these always include a feature video sticker. And then same thing, got the second copy. This is the green cassette with the red top. So continuing on my feature video spine collection, that's feature video 20. And then I ordered Fatal Desires, DeAndre Noira, Alice Winkler, Jessa Jupiter Flux, and Aaron Brown, also once known as Misty Monday. Got to check the back. Put my thumb there. So I think is that her now? Misty Monday all grown up right there. I'll have to watch this. This is Sean Donahue, the same guy that did Swamp Woman and something else that I watched somewhat recently. I forget exactly what it was. 2025, 84 minutes. This is one of the newer releases. So this is spine number 18. So 18 and 20. So I'm still missing 13, 17, and 19. So I got to figure out those. But it's a fun little haul. Camp Blood's Fatal Desire. Camp Blood. Fright Red cards. Thrice CD. And Fright Rags calendars. And right here we'll cut to part 2. And we're back again another day, another couple packages. Starting off with this. This is the new Armor for Sleep album, There Is No Memory. This is from Equal, I believe Equal Vision Records put this out. Produced and mixed by Sam Guayana, mastered by Mike Callahan. Brand new Equal Vision Records number, what's that say? I don't even know. I can't, it's too small for me to read, damn. Brand new album, Armor for Sleep. This is the band that kind of disappeared for a couple years. I think one of their last releases was like a download only release in 2008 or so, and they never had anything again until like 2022 or 2023. An album called The Rain Museum. But their first 3 albums I was a huge fan of. We had 2003's Dream to Make Believe, 2005's What to Do When You're Dead, which is that there on cassette, and then 2007's Smile for the Camera. Big fan of these guys. I've seen them multiple times. I saw them once in 2003, didn't see them again for almost 20 years. I saw them in 22, 23, 24, and 25. Wait, did I see them this year? Beginning of this year, maybe? Yes, back in March. They did the 20th anniversary. In 2003, in St. Louis, they did Dream to Make Believe, 20th anniversary tour, playing that album in its entirety. And then 2025, this year, we went to Des Moines, where they did the 20th anniversary What to Do When You're Dead album, which is awesome. So I've not heard anything off of this yet. I've kind of been saving it. But a band I really like, one of my favorites, probably top 10 bands that mean the most to me, dating back to 2003. So it's nice that these guys came back around. But I'm excited to listen to this. And then I did an order from MakeFlix, which I've ordered a bunch of stuff from them over the years, probably 15, 20 orders over the past 3 or 4 years. But they always send in a free DVD. So we have The Sandman, Remastered Special Edition, 1995 color and black and white, 90 minutes, horror suspense. Don't know anything about this movie, so kind of interesting. I love when they throw in freebies. And I like when they throw in freebies in movies that I don't already own. But the big piece was this. The Sterling Entertainment presents the Witchcraft Collection. Oh, damn. This is a little smashed up. I actually have not looked at this until just now. Sort of boobage there on the side. The Witchcraft Collection is a series that dates back to like mid to early 90s. 2025 release. Cool collector's edition. So horror's longest running franchise makes its Blu-ray debut in the steamy 8-disc limited edition collector's box set, bringing Witchcraft 10 through 16 to HD. Uncut for the first time and featuring the all-new Witchcraft 17, this collection sizzles off the screen with erotic fantasy horror featuring Diana Prince, The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. That's a weird... Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Eileen Daly, Razorblade Smile, Stephanie Beaton, the Evil Maker, and silent era film star Anita Page. In my vendor box, or my vendor case at work where I sell a bunch of stuff for charity, I actually have these Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In activity books. and you know, they're for sale in my case. And I walked out of the back of the store to go to the front part, the retail side of the store. And there's a guy, one of the customers there was actually wearing a Last Drive-In Joe Bob Briggs shirt. So just kind of this weird correlation. So I went to my case, pulled out the activity book, and showed it to the dude. So I don't know if I've actually seen many of these witchcraft movies. I know for a while I had a lot of them downloaded. I think I might have a couple on DVD that I've just gotten sporadically over the years. Let's take a look at the insides. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So take a look at the box there again. Usually they're signed by David Sterling from Sterling Entertainment. As you've seen before on this channel, there's maybe 12 to 15 of these box sets now. There's the Camp Blood box set, Axe Grinder, Meat Hook Massacre, the Joe Haggerty collection, the Empire of the Apes collection, just a bunch of different ones. And I have pretty much all of them, except there's one that was released as a Blu-ray box set and a DVD box set. I just never bought the DVD version. But every one of these that they've ever released, I have. Just kind of sucks that this one's smashed up. So it looks like we have Witchcraft 10 Uncut, Witchcraft 11, Sisters in Blood, 12, and the Lair of the Serpent, 13, Blood of the Chosen. That's what, 15? Oh, skip 14. 14, Angel of Death, 15, Blood Rose, 16, Hollywood Coven, and 17, just Witchcraft 17, signed by, I presume, Dustin Ferguson? Yeah, it's signed by Dustin Ferguson, the director of this one. He also did a few of the Meat Hook Massacre movies, maybe, and a couple of the Camp Bloods. I think he did Camp Blood 4 and 5. And let's say they threw in Grindhouse double feature, Eyes of the Werewolf, and Hunting Season. So that's pretty good. 2 feature-length features on 1 blood dripping 3D Blu-ray. So it's going to be a lot of viewing pleasure here. Looks kind of cool. So I don't know if Witchcraft is something like a series that they got the rights to later on. They just have like 10 through whatever is owned by Sterling Entertainment. The first half of the series aren't. But again, I like owning all these box sets. Anytime they announce them, I always set a reminder to order them the day of before they sell out. Usually they'll sell out, they'll sit for a while, then they'll do like another run. But eventually we'll do a video where I'll look at all these box sets all in one. But so that's this week's. And I think so 1 or 2 more packages coming that maybe I'll tack on into this. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. See you next time.